Sorry, this is too... Is it really a list?
Talks about. Do you guys want to come through?
It's a list of things that would actually constitute some degree of success.
The truth is that there's a public narrative. Is it a success? Is it a failure? But a lot of work goes on beneath the surface.
What both developed and developing nations want is to be able to stand up and say, the world has risen to meet the moment. We have kept 1.5 degrees of warming above pre-industrial period alive.
I would want to see results of promises of we are going to stay below 1.5 degrees.
People need to lead Glasgow. And when I say people, I mean world leaders, but also the businesses that work within their economies, thinking this is the direction of travel. This is where we are definitely going.
Getting a pledge from all major countries about how they're actually going to reach that target that they signed up to in Paris, NDCs, nationally determined contributions.
Every nation who signed the Paris Accord promised to deliver enhanced NDCs, nationally determined contributions. Essentially, more ambition, trying to reduce carbon emissions further and faster.
We need them from everyone. We don't have them yet, and we need them particularly from the biggest polluters, and they need to be plausible.
We need radical accountability to NDC commitments. All countries must step up.
We need more clarity on what's going to happen with the global carbon price.
Putting a price on carbon globally so that countries who aren't doing so well at cutting could maybe pay others to cut for them. You can imagine a scenario where China's not prepared to budge on shutting a few coal-fired power stations, but as a result they can say, all right, we will give Brazil money not to cut down a load of rainforest, but it counts for the same amount of carbon.
That's obviously very complicated and is near impossible, but they're going to try and come to an agreement, even if it's just headline stuff.
No more empty promises, no more empty summits, no more empty conferences. It's time to show us the money.
We've heard a lot about this $100 billion pledge from rich nations to poor nations to help them deal with climate change and to help reduce carbon emissions more effectively.
And I suspect that it's a pretty much given that there will be a global commitment from, say, 2022, that countries will commit $100 billion a year in US dollars to developing nations to help with their energy adaptation. I think that's quite likely. The question is not will we get it, it's what we get for the money.
How is that money actually going to be properly allocated? How are we going to know that's going to go to the right causes? Are we going to put it into different kind of wind turbines? Are we going to put it into nuclear fusion or something else that may not work? I mean, there is a lot of money, there's a lot of goodwill, and there's a lot of ambition here.
There'll be a lot of wrangling about how that money is used, where it goes, transparency, all that kind of stuff, which bank account it goes to, who divvies it up. There will be wrangling about that, but the headline figure should be there as part of the COP package of agreements. So that's quite a long shopping list, and more issues may emerge as the countries get down to negotiating in the room in anger, and all of their needs and desires and individual domestic political pressures become apparent.